Why? Why do you get out of bed in the morning? Why do you go do the job you do? Why do you study what you're studying? Why do you live your life the way you do? What's your reason why? That's what I'm going to be delving into today. I think it's going to be an interesting and quick topic again. I think it's really vital that we understand, or you understand, why you do what you do on a deeper level. So first off, let's establish the question, why? Obviously, it's quite a broad question, just why. It could be in terms of anything, right? But let's just say in general terms of life, why do you get up in the morning? What's your reason why? I think it's important to establish this as early as you can in life, because this will help motivate you and progress you through life and keep you happy and fulfilled. If you have that deeper meaning of why, why you do anything in life, let's say, for example, to help your family. And if that's core, deep rooted in your core, you're more likely to have a lot more motivation to do all your, let's say, work, all your studies, just your whole general life living, or living of life, is going to be at a much higher positive capacity than someone who has no idea what their why is deep down, right? Through experience and through talking to other people, I've noticed that there's been times in my life where I haven't had my why, or I haven't found what my deeper meaning of, why I do everything I want to do. And that led me to being more prone to sort of being diagnosed with depression and getting into that rut of that awful mindset of not feeling like yourself, not feeling motivated, just not feeling genuinely happy about life, right? So anything I did just wasn't making me happy. And it all fundamentally came down to, my why. Like, once I found my why, it was almost like everything that was negative just got either dissipated or just pushed to the side. It just opened a whole new world of possibilities. As cheesy as that sounds, it really did. Like, my whole mindset just changed. And after speaking to a couple of people who've been through similar things, it seems like it's a common denominator where if you don't have a why, you are more prone to, getting depressed and getting in that sort of negative cycle of life. So first off, that's the reason why you want to establish a why, right? But just because you establish a why in life, why you want to do this, why deep down you want to do everything, doesn't mean you achieve everything you want to achieve. Just because I have my deep rooted whys, doesn't mean everything I stick my head into will turn out successful. No, it's just that stepping stone or that structural block in life that you need to keep you up in life, right? And it's there to always fall back on whenever you need, right? So if you're ever in a dark place, if you're ever looking for motivation, you should just turn inside, obviously, metaphorically, and be thinking, right, why am I doing what I'm doing? If you ever hit those sort of lows, like life comes in ebbs and flows. If you ever hit those lows, ask yourself, what's my why again? Just keep reminding yourself. And that will help you not only bounce back, but hopefully even push you over, even to a newer high, and just keep riding that wave, right? But just remember, just because you have a why, don't use that as an excuse to thinking you deserve everything. It relates back to being humble again and staying focused. Just because you have that why doesn't mean you can get all cocky and forget about being humble and respectful. You always got to work hard, and you always got to remember to stay humble. And just like the previous point, you can have this why. Let's say I have a why right here. It's good having it, right? It's cool having it. But actually pursuing and making use of it is another thing, right? And so I think it's very important to understand that just because I'm here talking about me having a why doesn't mean I'm actually pursuing it, right? I know deep down I am pursuing things that I want to pursue in light of my why, in using that as my motivation. But just because you watching a video may have a why, you found your why, you need to make sure you keep on top of using it to your advantage. You can always have these reasons why in life to do X, do Y, do Z, but if you aren't actually pursuing those mediums, let's say, or those experiences, those adventures, you aren't making most of your time, right? And it links back to another previous video that I make. You'll see a lot of these videos linked together. Whereas if you're not making most of your time, you only get this day once, right? I only get this day. I'm recording this on the 9th of November. I only get this day once, 22. So why would I waste it? So the whole point of that is I'm trying to make use of that day as much as possible. And the best way to do that is to use this why, this motivation right here, to push me and excel me into avenues that I want to chase, I've got a couple avenues that I am chasing in the moment, and using that why whenever I'm feeling down, whenever I'm feeling lost, whenever I'm feeling just really low and like feeling like I can't do anything, I always just turn back to my why and just bounce back from it. Because that's like I said, that's your structural block. Whenever you're feeling down, you'll get back to it. I mean, even a better metaphor would be it's your trampoline. If you're ever feeling down, you bounce back off it. The momentum from using that why pushes you into new levels. As long as you keep consistent with it, that's what you want to be using. And to finish it off, I just want to make sure we understand how we get a why. This is something that no one can really tell you. It's something that you just discover. It's like self-discovery. Obviously, maybe a cheesy topic for some people, but on in a genuine basis, like you need to find out what makes you you. Like, why are you today? What things you like? What's your main motivation like? Whenever you're feeling, you'll notice it. Whenever you're feeling down, whenever you're feeling lost, think and just take a step back and think, right, what's in my mind right now? And a lot of the time, the things that are your reasons why in the morning will snap to your mind. They'll be like, oh, this is why I'm doing this. And if you keep, reiterating into your mind, this is why I want to do this, this is why I want to do that, it'll take you places and you'll go far.